The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Breeze here finding Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. You ready? Over. Kill. Check 9. Easy, opposite. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
13. Hey, high 7. 41's the mic. Check 41.
Here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score of Bills 7, Saints nothing.
Ready? 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, easy. Switch. Ready, cut.
On second down, it's Murray. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready, cut.
Murray. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Bravo. Hey, easy.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Murray, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Shotgun now for Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
53. Clock. Score. 41.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. 11. Pick it up. Undercrush. Big ass.
To throw, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
41A, solid. Check. Over. Exit.
Breeze to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, QB, come on.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Hey, hold. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, wahoo!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Yeldon running right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Not today. Good dash. Go. Easy, opposite.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed in quickly at the end. They run it again with Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
36. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, Alpha. All day, defense. Hey, easy.
On first down, Breeze. And Thomas has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Throwing now is Breeze. Gets this one to Hill. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And the Saints first down.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. You're good.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
21. Here we go. Sammy.
Hey, watch it. Check 13. What? 41's the mark.
Check that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Hey, box truck. Hey, kill. Hey, easy.
Breeze going to go on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing on second and 14. Allen, man open. That's Robert Foster complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here I come.
Now on third and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Come get some. Alert! He don't want it. Alert flare. Bang.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
That's the way. That's the way. That's the way.
Hey, easy. Hey, exit. 21.
Check 37.
Over.
Check.
Breeze now to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Opposite. Here we go.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check out. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They're going to run it with Murray. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Kill. Hey, easy.
Back to throw, Breeze. They complete it to Hill. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Watch the safety creep.
You're good. Right forward, ready. Hey, easy.
To throw is Breeze. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Again, they run. Again, it's goal. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
3:19.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And some room to work. There goes Frank Gore. The 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So much for just picking up the first down. How about that run all the way on 3rd down into the end zone?
I'd say this was a bonus run because you're right. All you're trying to do is get the first down in that situation. But to top it off with that gigantic sprint and to go all the way, the only thing he's worried about near the end of that run is if someone's going to jump on his back, and I mean Mr. Fatigue. And that's all he was worried about. Well-conditioned, carried it all the way.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.